cars in the front of the field, middle of the field, and back of the field. So going to be racing action from one end to the other of this 25-lap feature. Here we go, race fan sprint series of Nebraska. Green coming off turn number 4, side by side, and look at the 45X as he is already in that third spot as he slid to the inside. Kenny Potter going to run in that second spot as Danley keeps that 14 car up front. Joey Danley continues to lead as he is out front by about 2-3 car lengths, wanting to pull away and do more. Tyler Druckey now, he will fall into that 4th spot as he will get past that 12P car. 12P car of Navartil as they will go back and forth for that spot as the man on the move, keep an eye on him, is Fierro in that car number 45. As Fierro continues his march to the front, also does Toby Chapman in that car number 7 as he is making his presence felt on Navartil. But up front, everybody is chasing car number 14, already dealing with lap traffic. He going. 12P flat rear tire on that car. Navartil pros for him in that 12P car as it looks like he will have to take that car to the hot lanes. About Kenny Potter in that second position. He will not go away. And in that third spot, good start for the 45X as he is Kyler Johnson, Quinter, Kansas, is in that third spot. Tyler Druckey now runs in that 4th spot in that car number 12. And here comes Superman. Stu Snyder on his way as a 7-45 of Fierro spooked him a little bit down in turn number 4. Fierro now goes to the high side on Toby Chapman. He will try to take that spot away, but Chapman going to fly back up on the inside, unable to make it work, and Fierro will move that car to that position. Up front, though, everybody's chasing Danley in that 14 car as he is extremely fast. 45X that time off the pace. Problems for Kyler Johnson as he will lose a couple of spots as he and Druckey and Fierro get by him as well. So problems with the 45X. Up front, no problems for that car number 14 as he continues to pull away as he is having to deal with lap traffic. Very heavy lap traffic ahead of him. He has to check up. Now gets by the 2 lap cars with Monty Cook and Austin Couch. And here comes the 55 of Jack Potter as Potter runs that second position, but he's got company. Here comes Druckey on the high side. He will take Potter. No problem for the 12 of Druckey as he will move into that second position. Druckey from middle of the field to the front of the field as he now runs in that second spot. He has got to find some speed somewhere to catch the fast car of Joey Danley as the 14. Monty Cook loops it down here in turn number 4. That will bring Yella out onto the speedway. Lights are out, ready to go. Green flag racing. Pretty slow rolling start as we go through turn number 3 and 4 as Danley is on the gas. Potter not fooled as he will try to take over that second position from Druckey. Druckey drifts up the racetrack. That's going to allow Potter to take over that second position, but here comes Druckey back on the inside. He will do the slide job on Potter. Here comes Potter back on the inside, switching positions back and forth as Stu Snyder now closes in on the second and third place car. Stu Snyder seems to have one of the faster race cars on the racetrack. He is more or less blocked in traffic, unable to go forward as the 11S of Shad Spora comes to a stop down in turn number 2. Again, Spora all by himself down in turn number 2, coming to a stop on the racetrack. We'll see if they push him to the infield. It looks like car just died on him, unable to keep that momentum going. So invite everyone back here tomorrow night. Big racing action. Danley gets that high side working, but now Druckey will settle into that second position. 45 Fierro, he is in the picture as he slide job city as Stu Snyder will take that position, but here comes Potter back on the inside. Potter not going away. Snyder up top. Looks like he may have Potter cleared this time as he will set that race car. He is in your third position now with Potter back to fourth. Here comes the 45 of Fierro. Had to start in the rear of the field all the way back up with 13 laps to go. That time by. As they continue to roll around this fast 3/8 mile of dirt. Going to be dealing with lap traffic one more time as he goes down the back straightaway. It is the 14 of Danley, as he will duck low on the 38 car of Austin Couch. No problems for him, and here comes Drukey. Drukey into that second position. How about Stu Snyder from the back to the front as he is in that third position, and Potter continues to be in contention for the win here tonight in that 55 car. Drukey way up, 45, Fiera way up the racetrack. That's going to allow Toby Chapman to get the position. Chapman now and Fiera go back and forth for that fourth and fifth spot as they're going to try to split the low car. Unable to get it done, as that's going to slow Toby Chapman down as he was working on Fiera for that spot. As we got the 73 of Vince Franks is off track. 73 in the infield. Looks like his feature race is over with 8 laps to go. Passing flag being showed to some of these drivers as lap cars are starting to come into play here on the front straightaway all the way around the racetrack. Danley continues to lead as he is out front in that car number 14. Drukey settles into that second position with Stu Snyder third as the laps continue to wind down. 6 to go, that time by. Again, Drukey, your second place car, having a little problems dealing with the lap traffic out here on the speedway. Is that 11S, very fast race car. Just had a little problems on the restart, and he is right where Drukey needs to be. Drukey now going way up top of the racetrack, going to diamond that corner off. He passes 2 of the lap cars at one time, so he now can set his sights on Danley and attempt to run him down. But Danley has checked out, doing lap traffic to perfection. Down the back straightaway, 3 laps remaining. Only going to be 2 to go this time by as the laps continue to wind down here in the sprint cars. Danley is told by the flagman 2 to go. He will see the white flag next time around as we're racing all over the speedway. Second place is Tyler Drukey. Third place, podium finish coming. If he stays there, Stu Snyder in that car number 5. White flag in the air. One more time around for Danley. He will be looking at the checkered flag as he comes off turn number 4. Give him a big round of applause. Feature winner, Joey Danley. Out of Lincoln, Nebraska, getting it done here tonight. Tyler Drukey will come home in that second position, and third position will be the 5 of Stu Snyder. Yes, give him a big round of applause. He climbs up on the back of the wing. It is Joey Danley. Got that car out front early. Did not hesitate, did not look back. Kept that car under control out front and doing what he needed to do. Congratulations in victory tonight for Joey Danley. As he comes around front to get his picture taken. Race fans again, as he stands there now. He's calmed down. His heart's not beating quite as fast. Let's give him another big round of applause. Joey Danley in victory lane. Congratulations, Joey. A very hard-fought victory out there, but you got it out front and never looked back. Congratulations, my friend. Number 4. Hi, Grady. Side by side, wheel to wheel. Let's get back green flag down the front straightaway. Wesley Smith with another outstanding start in that Car Quest number 12 car. Helm prepared car. Down the back straightaway he goes. Side by side, back through the field. Again, these wing sprint cars are fast and furious. Parkinson will take over that second position. Into that third spot is that car number 9 of Chad Goff. Good run for him. And up on the top, Wyatt Burt starting to make his presence felt as he loves the high line here on the high banks of US 36 Raceway. Burks will move into that third spot. He will take that position away from the 9 of Chad Goff, and he will settle into third. Parkinson in first, and Wesley Smith taking up right where he left off up at Bethany Speedway, pulling away to a big lead. Car Quest on the side. He is the man to beat here tonight as he has got it set right up on the high side using that back rear wheel into the cushion. 25-lap feature, 22 to go. As Smith comes by, 21 to go that time. He will take it through turn number 1. He has got that car working to perfection down the back straightaway. Good run for him as he is going to be dealing with lap traffic already. Not even 5 laps into the feature, and he is lapping cars already. He will get by Mark Lane in that car number 33. Now he will set his sights on the others as he starts moving up through the lap traffic. If Parkinson is going to have a chance, it comes down. Who can maneuver the lap traffic here on the high banks the best? Wesley Smith with no problem so far as he is using that high line to perfection. As he goes forward on the high line, he is going to be dealing with cars in his way up top of the racetrack. Parkinson right in the middle track. Wyatt Birch will fly by on the outside. Birch will take that second position in lap traffic. Birch slides way up to the loose stuff. He now sets his sights on Wesley Smith as he starts to run him down as Parkinson slips back to that third position. If I'm not mistaken, in that 4th spot, coming down the front straightaway, is that car 77. Yellow on the racetrack as we got a melee down in turn number 1. Yellow coming out onto the racetrack. As a couple of cars get together, and that brings everybody to a slow down out on the speedway. A couple of the cars into the infield. Looks like problems on their race cars. They're not racing as we come off turn number 4. As they go down the back straightaway, Wesley Smith still is leading the way. As they come down the front straightaway, Smith, big lead now, as he is 5, 6 car lengths ahead of Wyatt Birch in that second position with Parkinson in that third spot. Down the back straightaway they go. Great racing action here as they run the high side to perfection. Got that cushion working perfectly for that big right rear Hoosier tire. As they come through turn number 1, off of turn number 2. Again, Wesley Smith out front. He is not getting away from Wyatt Birch as Birch closes in within 2 to 3 car lengths now as they come down the front straightaway. Birch, fast car. Car number 2 off track. As they go down the back straightaway again, all of a sudden Wesley Smith has company. Wyatt Birch right in his tire tracks. Birch now in lap traffic. Does he have enough to get by him as he is 1 car length lower down the back straightaway, unable to make it work as Smith continues to lap cars? Is Wyatt Birch waiting for that perfect opportunity as he is right there within striking distance. These two doing battle, same as they've done up at Bethany Speedway. Who will capitalize here tonight? As they go down the back straightaway again, here comes Wyatt Birch. Seems like lap traffic. Wyatt Birch gets through a little bit better than Wesley Smith, but Smith, good, smooth race car driver, seems to extend that lead back out. Birch continues to lead as they go down the back straightaway. Again, Birch, is he waiting to do that slide job to perfection on the last lap? As 10 to go, this time by. 10 to go, this time by. As the laps continue to wind down, race fans, up front, we have that battle that continues to shape up for these drivers up front. Wesley Smith has that lead. Wyatt Birch wants it bad as they go back and forth battling with each other. Here comes Birch right on the back deck lid. He will dive on the inside. Wesley Smith fades ever so slightly, and here comes Birch to the front. Smith will dive back to the inside. Unable to make it stick. New leader that time by Wyatt Birch, that 11W. Topeka, Kansas, going to be rocking as he has that car out front, making it work here tonight. He will try to thread the needle in lap traffic as he comes right in the middle of the racetrack. He will get 2 lap cars at one time. Down the front straightaway, made it work. Wesley Smith unable to get back on him as they go down the back straightaway. Smith gets extremely loose that time in turn number 2. That allows Birch to pull away as he goes through 3 and 4. Laps continue to wind down with 5 to go. That time by Wyatt Birch. By this time, he waited, made it work. Took that lead, not looking back as he is 4, 5 car lengths ahead now as they come down the front straightaway. As Birch continues to lead, he is the man into position to pick up that win. But there's a lot of lap cars between him and victory here tonight on the high banks of US 36 Raceway in Osborne, Missouri. as we continue to battle. Look at the lap cars he has to contend with down the front straightaway as he dives to the very low side. Here comes Wesley Smith with him. We got a battle for the lead in lap traffic with only 3 to go. Burks makes it through the lap cars. He will now go back to the high side of the racetrack. Wesley Smith trapped. That may be all it took for them to win as we got one off the pace. 1M of Don Drought Jr. off the pace here on the front straightaway. Again, the 1M of Don Drought Jr. right in the middle of the racetrack, putting down a little oil, it looks like, as he goes down the back straightaway. So problems for the 1M of Don Drought Jr. As we come through turn number 3, going to be coming off turn number 4. Green is go, hammer down as we come off turn number 4 to Combe. Wyatt Burt's going to lead him through turn number 1. He got a run off of that top side, and Wesley Smith slower down the back straightaway as Parkinson gets that run on the high side. Smith may have used those tires up. He has slipped all the way back to that 3rd position now. Maybe slipping back to the 4th position as someone else has a run on him as they go down the back straightaway. Who's that white car, Jake?
That's 22. I don't remember his name. He's from Indiana.
Car number 22 coming to the front, started way back in the pack. That is Kobe Barksdale. Kobe Barksdale in that car number 21 coming to the front. What a run he has had to the front of the field. Checkered flag has fallen. Your feature winner, the 11W of Wyatt Burke. 2nd place, Chris Parkinson. 3rd, 12 of Wesley Smith. I will head down and talk to these guys. Wyatt, as usual, always fast here on the high banks of US 36 Raceway, and what a show you put on tonight, you and Wesley up there. You were biding your time, waiting for that one golden opportunity, and when you got it, you left. And on that restart, you looked like you was shot out of a cannon on the high side in turn number 2.
After that first initial start, and I got up to 3rd real quick, but I was catching him in lappers at first, and then we went back green, and he kind of paced, just kind of cruised for a little bit, and then we got to lappers, and I because it was going to get hairy. But I can't thank Torgerson Trenching, Clem's Helmet, Weber Waterwood, Design Source Flooring, suspensions,
Hang on.
Salina engines, my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, Chad, I'm sure Jaden's Hope Foundation, Lazy L Ranch. There's a bunch of people. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. But I'm looking forward to Knoxville next week with USAC.
One of the very best in the business, race fans. Let's hear it for him. Victory lane tonight, Wyatt Burks. In the flag stand as he has got that beard groomed to perfection for tonight's main events. Here we go, race fans. Light is flashing. We're ready to go green. Fast pace to this race starts to come down the front straightaway. Skylar Lane with a good start. Tim Eaton making it 4 wide as we go into turn number 1. As they come off turn number 2, Tim Eaton, Skylar Lane, a little bit of a problem. We're 3 wide as we go into turn number 3. As we come off turn number 4, Tim Eaton slips way up the racetrack. Problems for 22L of Skylar Lane, rather. Problems for that race car. It's the 211 of Tim Eaton leads down the back straightaway. Jeffrey Sears will settle into that 2nd spot, but here comes Chris Wright in that 66X and Tim Stallbomber in the T25. We have racing all over this fast 3/8 mile of dirt. Stallbomber, a little contact between he and Stephen Clancy as they get together. 37 Anthony Asher also in the mix, but up front, nobody catching the 211 of Tim Eaton as he continues to set a blistering pace out front. Chris Wright, Jeffrey Sears side by side. Sears will hang on to that 2nd spot. 12 laps to go that time by as Tim Eaton is getting away from the rest of the field as they battle side by side as we are yellow on the speedway. Problems for the 22L Scholar Lane as he loops it down in turn number 1 and 2, all by his lonesome, bringing the yellow out onto the speedway. In command. Can he jump out to another big lead, or will the hounds catch him asleep on the start of this race? Here we go. Leader out front, 2 by 2 behind him. Coming off turn number 4, Eaton is on the gas, but they are not fooled as 66 of Chris Wright will move into that second position and dive on the inside of Tim Eaton. As they go down the back straightaway, 211 has the lead, but 66 Chris Wright is looking on the inside as he will dive low on the inside of the speedway. We got a three-way battle as here comes Stephen Clancy. He is on the top side of the 66X of Chris Wright. Clancy up top. Chris Wright on the bottom. Tim Eaton right in the middle of the racetrack as we are doing battle for that top spot. Keep an eye on that T25 of Tim Stallbomber. Very fast here. Already has a feature win here on the high banks in 2020 racing season. Looking for more here tonight. He will now look on the inside of Stephen Clancy, unable to make that move work as we stay single file up front, but not for long as Stallbomber's going to make it too wide for that third and fourth spot. 211 of Eaton continues to lead down the back straightaway. He is the man in control of this race. It is his race to win or lose as he comes down the front straightaway. Stallbomber now continues to work on Clancy, unable to make it work as Sears has slipped back to that 5th position, but still great racing all over the racetrack. 37 of Asher started the back of the field, extremely loose. That's going to open up the door for David Willie. He will take advantage and move into that 6th spot. But up front, halfway through this feature, everyone is chasing the 211. See the cross flags by our flagman? That means we're halfway through. Half of the laps are gone in this 15-lap feature. Going to be dealing with lap traffic in another lap or two as Chris Wright looks on the inside of the 211 as they continue to go back and forth for that top spot. Eaton running higher on the racetrack, but staying on the bottom is that 66 of Wright as the laps continue to wind down as we got one around.
So 22L, that is your second unassisted.
Second unassisted spin for the 22L. He will stay right there for the remainder of the feature, or either he will take it to his pit, but his night is done out on the high banks here tonight. That is Scholar Lane, 22L, looping it, coming off turn number 4. Line them back up in command. Can he jump out to another big lead, or will the hounds catch him asleep on the start of this race? Here we go. Leader out front, 2 by 2 behind him. Coming off turn number 4, Eaton is on the gas, but they are not fooled as 66 of Chris Wright will move into that second position and dive on the inside of Tim Eaton. As they go down the back straightaway, 211 has the lead, but 66 Chris Wright is looking on the inside as he will dive low on the inside of the speedway. We got a three-way battle as here comes Stephen Clancy. He is on the top side of the 66X of Chris Wright. Clancy up top. Chris Wright on the bottom. Tim Eaton right in the middle of the racetrack as we are doing battle for that top spot. Keep an eye on that T25 of Tim Stallbomber. Very fast here. Already has a feature win here on the high banks in 2020 racing season. Looking for more here tonight. He will now look on the inside of Stephen Clancy, unable to make that move work as we stay single file up front, but not for long as Stallbomber's going to make it too wide for that third and fourth spot. 211 of Eaton continues to lead down the back straightaway. He is the man in control of this race. It is his race to win or lose as he comes down the front straightaway. Stallbomber now continues to work on Clancy, unable to make it work as Sears has slipped back to that 5th position, but still great racing all over the racetrack. 37 of Asher started the back of the field, extremely loose. That's going to open up the door for David Willie. He will take advantage and move into that 6th spot. But up front, halfway through this feature, everyone is chasing the 211. See the cross flags by our flagman? That means we're halfway through. Half of the laps are gone in this 15-lap feature. Going to be dealing with lap traffic in another lap or two as Chris Wright looks on the inside of the 211 as they continue to go back and forth for that top spot. Eaton running higher on the racetrack, but staying on the bottom is that 66 of Wright as the laps continue to wind down as we got one around.
So 22L, that is your second unassisted.
Second unassisted spin for the 22L. He will stay right there for the remainder of the feature, or either he will take it to his pit, but his night is done out on the high banks here tonight. That is Skylar Lane, 22L, looping it, coming off turn number 4. Line them back up. Tim Eaton on the gas as they come down the front straightaway, standing on it, loud, strong, and proud as he goes into turn number 1. But here comes the 12X of Stephen Clancy on the high side. He will take over that second spot on Chris Wright as we head into turn number 3. As we come off 4, Eaton still going to lead them as 5 laps to go this time by. 5 to go as they came by the flag stand that time by. Down the back straightaway, car number 12 is in that second position. 66X in third. Battle for that 4th and 5th spot with Jeffrey Sears and Tim Stallbomber. Eaton continues to lead. Just what he wants to see is those 2 orange and white cars battling behind him. That is going to give him a chance to slip away out front, using that entire racetrack out front to his advantage. But here comes Clancy, not willing to go away as he is up on the top of the racetrack looking for more. But Eaton continues to lead. As they go down the back straightaway, Eaton leads. The battle is for that second position between those 2 orange and white cars. 12X has it. 66X wants it. Clancy and Wright going back and forth for that lead. As they come to the line, Clancy will hang on to that second spot as Eaton continues to lead with just 2 laps remaining. 2 laps to go. Going to be looking at that white flag as he comes by. This time, it's the 211 of Tim Eaton. Eye Candy graphics on that car. Napa Racing Auto Parts. And Glass Doctor, also a sponsor, as he has got a clear racetrack ahead of him as he goes down the back straightaway. His race to win or lose from here on out as he takes it through 3 off turn number 4. Give him that round of applause, picking up the feature win. Car number 211, Tim Eaton. Second place, car number 66X of Chris Wright. Then comes the 12X of Stephen Clancy. T25 of Stallbomber. 13J of Jeffrey Sears will round out your top 5.
Circle area before the scales. I need to come straight into the circle area. 66X, 12X, and T25. You guys head to the scales, please. 66X, 12X, and T25.
As the 211 of Tim Eaton is going to take that hard right-hand turn, race fans, down in turn number 4 and bring himself and that race car up to Westfall GMC Victory Lane here tonight. In Victory Lane, the 211, Tim Eaton. Tim Eaton, very hard-fought battle, my friend. Doing everything he could to hold the hounds off at the door. But tonight, the 211 gets it done. Nice job. Let's hear it again. Tim Eaton in Victory Lane. Very nice gesture, letting the kids in. Going to take his picture taken with the kids and everything. Great job. Drivers out of St. Joe, Missouri. Checkered flag in flagman Chad Burns' hands, holding it above him. What a race he did drive. Another big congratulations to him. I tell you what, wins here on the high banks are hard to come by. Sport mod, A mod, you name it, they're hard to come by here. He's been in Victory Lane here before, and I know he's glad to be back in Victory Lane one more time here on the high banks. Been working on the car, finally got it right here tonight. Emma Williams on the throttle coming down the front straightaway. Munson, the man with a good start that time, as he will try to take over that second position. He will dive to the inside of the 37 as they go down the back straightaway. The 33 of Nicholas Carpenter is off pace. He is out of harm's way. We will continue to see green out on the speedway. As Carpenter gets that car into the infield behind our signs, that means we can stay green flag racing out on the racetrack. Up front, Williams continues to lead. It's been a long time since he's tasted Victory Lane here on the high banks of US 36 Raceway. Will it be the night for him to capitalize with that 67 as he continues to roll? Man, I'm watching is that 77 of Stephen Byers Jr. He is up to that third spot now looking for more. He will look on the inside of Josh Munson as they come down the front straightaway with 14 laps to go. 14 remaining in this feature as we continue to see Brandon Williams show the way in that car number 67. Williams has won features up at Boone Speedway. He has won at a lot of tracks through the Iowa area, has come back down here, lives in the Platte City area, and he has got that 67 out front, and man, does it look good. The battle is for that second spot now. Stephen Byers wants it, and the 19X of Josh Munson has it. Down the front straightaway that time. They are wheel to wheel for that second position. Byers on the inside, Munson on the outside. Munson, the rookie in this division, not going away as we got one slow. Stephen Glenn gets it back up to speed. Green will stay on the racetrack as Stephen Byers gets that car out into that second position. Just as I say that, Munson comes back on the inside, making a race of it as Brandon Williams continues to lead. He is going to have to deal with lap cars. First one coming up is that car number 48 of Jim Mason Jr. Looks like the 67 of Williams is going to look on the inside as they go into turn number 3. Makes that move, comes off turn number 4, but as he is doing that, the 67 starts to lose a little ground to the 77 of Byers as they go down the back straightaway. Byers continues to close in on that 67 of Williams. 8 laps to go this time by as Williams passes the 55. As he continues to lead, Byers starts to close in. Byers cutting seconds, valuable seconds off of that lead every time around this racetrack. Good God, that was our leader.
We're yellow drivers.
Heavy contact with the lap car with the 67 of Brandon Williams here on the front straightaway under yellow. Stephen Byers with a good start as they go into turn number 1. Coming off turn number 2, Munson is going to settle in that second place. Here comes Shane Bailey trying to get that high line working for him, which is where he likes to run. Right up to the top of the racetrack now. Here comes Chad Anderson under him. Here comes Chad Clancy. We are battling back and forth for the top 10 positions like no others. We'll go down the back straightaway. As Byers continues to lead, he will dive into turn number 3. Coming off turn number 4, great run for him with 6 laps to go this time by. As they go through turn number 1, off of turn number 2, good run for Byers as he continues his winning ways. Picked up the win last Saturday night up at Bethany Speedway. Can he duplicate here tonight? And how about the IMCA rookie in the modified division, the 19X? Of Josh Munson running in that second position. Outstanding run for him tonight, marking his spot in the modified class. 8C of Anderson, he will run in that third spot. The battle now is for that 4th and 5th spot as they go back and forth out on the racetrack. 21C of Clancy wants it, can't get it, and the 7 of Bailey has it. Anderson will look on the inside of Munson. He will do the slide job up the racetrack. Munson goes right back by on the inside as they do the crossover move perfection. Munson will hang on to that spot, but here comes Anderson down the back straightaway. He and Munson cannot get away from each other. Neither can Bailey and Clancy as they're all going back and forth for the same real estate. That time Munson decided he wouldn't open up for that slide job. But here comes Anderson back on the top side, doing everything he can do to get by Munson. Going to try it on the inside one more time. As he slides up the racetrack, Munson comes right back on the inside as the white flag is out and over. Over and over he goes. That was awesome. In that second position will not go away with Munson, and what a show him and Chad Anderson were putting on for that second, third spot. Do not count out ever Chad Clancy in that 4th spot. Here we go, race fans. As they fly into turn number 1, 77 Byers still going to lead them as Anderson will now go the high side on Munson. Munson not going to give it up easy as he is going to take that high line. Here comes Schaffman. Mark Schaffman on the inside of Clancy as they come down the front straightaway. Clancy up against the wall. He will lose that position. Schaffman into that 4th spot as they go down the back straightaway. Byers leads it. 19 of Munson second. What a job this rookie's doing in that position. Here comes Chad Anderson into that 3rd spot. Checkered flag in the air. Checkers fall for the 77 of Stephen Byers Jr. Second place, 19X, Josh Munson. 3rd spot, 8C of Chad Anderson. Then the 34 of Mark Schaffman. What a run for him tonight. And round out your top 5, the 21C of Chad Clancy. Victory lane tonight, none other than Stephen Byers Jr. Got his son in his arms, going to get his daughter in his other arms. Got them both as he comes around to the front of the race car. See, he couldn't hold the microphone if I was down there. Stephen Byers, big victory here tonight, my friend, coming home first place against some of the stiffest competition in the country. Race fans, let's hear it for him again in victory lane. Stephen Byers. Topeka, Kansas, going to be rocking tonight as he comes home. Been here all day today, race fans. He raced up in Stewart, Iowa, comes down here, gets this car in victory lane tonight. He worked on it off and on all day in this heat down there. Got the car to victory lane. And I've even got to tell this on him last Saturday night up at Bethany Speedway. Broken left front on that race car. Still picked up the feature win. How do you say it? Everybody else was in one zip code. Stephen Byers was in the other zip code. Men Holt sponsor on that race car. Many other sponsors. If he gets many more sponsors, he's going to have a bigger race car.